Hello, YouTube. This is Doug Robbins, and this is my second attempt at this video. Um, I just got done ranting Rick and Morty style, Rick Sanchez style, in my last video. Let's not do that. That last video sucked. The video is called My Real Thoughts on the Halloween Franchise. I love the Halloween franchise. What got me started on, or excuse me, as a fan of the Halloween franchise? I was 10 years old when my mom and brother, my aunt and uncle, and I think a cousin or two went. Um, my aunt and uncle stayed in their cars with their family. My brother, mom, and I stayed in our car. Um, and we watched Halloween, H2O. It, and it's one of those movies I think is a much better third act than a whole movie. But, you know, Michael and Lori were brother and sister. I had absolutely no problem with this. I had no frame of reference. Later on, people would be like, well, I didn't care for that. It's scarier because if he's just going after his family and it's like, dude, or if he's just going after random people instead of his family, whoever Michael is going after is going to get murdered if you get in their way. Michael will unravel your life. He goes after your friend circle. So you're easier pickings. What do you not grasp about this? But it's more about reputation of movie than it's actually sitting down and watching the damn thing. Now, that's it. We're moving on. Fuck Halloween H2O. We got a lot of these movies, and I'm not getting stuck like I did last video. I watched the rest of the movie. Or I watched the rest of the movies, and the first one became a favorite eventually. Believe it or not, Halloween 2 was my favorite for a long time because it was as gritty and as grainy as the first one. I'll take that back. It almost looked grittier and grainier than the first one because of how good the Panaglide and how good the quality of film was that they made in Halloween, the original. Like it was almost too clean, like a horror movie today. Because again, this is just me. For a long, long time in the Halloween franchise, Michael, or excuse me, Dr. Sam Loomis wore that trench coat. But to me, 2, 4, and 5, and especially 2 and 4, are like peak Loomis, looking more like Loomis. 2, he had that kind of like, I'm still from the first one, but I'm transforming into 4. And I got that trench coat. Because the first one, even though it's my favorite, it still had that weird. It's the first one. Anybody if you're a Child's Play fan, I love the first 3, but there's that definite this is the first one. This is the grainiest. This is the one we don't show the killer as much. This is where everybody Looks a little different than the rest of the series if you're more used to that. So I don't know. Like Loomis wasn't as stocky. Uh, he's still his hair, even though he's balding, and his goatee was like darker, and the dark little bit of hair he had was still dark, and he was in a brown suit, and it wasn't like towards the end he was still in his trench coat, but to me, trench coat Loomis seemed more prevalent in like 2, 4, and 5. Uh, but I love Halloween, and I love. All right. Why are these sucking? Why are these sucking? Maybe because I got no patience and you can suck me.